Well, Lee David Bowen, opera singer extraordinaire, um, heavy metal singer extraordinaire, and a man of many, many talents.
Paul, it's great to be seeing you again, you know? All them times, all them heavy metal times, stuck in the studio, me reciting, "Woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil sends a beast with wrath."
Can you tell me about how your life is at the moment during this pandemic?
It's been a challenging few months. I've been lucky that I've had singing lessons online, recovering from COVID, which is now into month 6. And there seems to be an ongoing thing with people with long COVID symptoms that just goes on and on and on. Luckily and thankfully, I haven't had any respiratory trouble as such, and all that's been checked. Longcovid.org is a place to check out online. I've had a really good GP that's been on the case and checked my lungs out and all that kind of thing. But I know of quite a few singers and actors that have been not so fortunate, that have had clots on their lungs. What the future for them, I don't know. But, you know, positive thinking, hopefully we can get through this. You know, I'm lucky that I'm not suffering. It's just a fatigue that's getting me, and I'm fortunate that way. As performing artists, I feel that we're resilient, strong, and I'm positive, you know. At the moment, Paul, I know you're very passionate about the arts anyway, and it's like twofold thing. There's not a lot of research into this long COVID, and there doesn't seem to be a plan for performance and performing artists and theatres, actors, singers, orchestras. I can't see the way forward at the moment.
Government said that they're going to put some money into it, but it doesn't seem to be.
1.9 billion, I believe, which is going out to all sectors of the arts. I think here in Wales, we're going to get 59 million. As freelancers, I don't think we're going to see any of that. We're just an unknown number. They're actors, they're singers, they're performers. They'll be okay, but we're not. We're getting annihilated at the moment. Do you know what I mean?
As you say, it's those people, isn't it? It's the people like us who are freelancers, who go out there, do it ourselves, get the auditions ourselves, go and sort of search for the jobs. You know, yes, there's big companies out there, but most of the companies are made up of freelancers.
There's a huge amount of campaign, like Freelancers Matters at the moment. The show must go on. There's these massive campaigns to help the performing artists, but are we going to be listened to? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's great. All the arts are being, all these big companies are getting all that money, but at the surface level, what about the singers? What about the actors? Hamilton has done really well on Disney Plus the last couple of weeks. If you only could go online and people say, "Oh, it's amazing, Hamilton. Oh, it's great. Oh, National Theatre put on productions." Yeah. So what are people looking to at these challenges time? They're looking to the arts. They're looking to performances, and we are the guys and companies are putting that forward. How many performers are going to get suffered with mental health at the moment? You know, because we're helping people in these challenging times. But what's going to help us if we're worried about where's our next work's going to come? Where's the next edition going? Because there's nothing there. You know, that's really is. I'm passionate about that so much. You know, just to kind of think, well, yeah, I like sport and whatever, but what about the performing arts? I was talking to a friend, said, "Oh yeah, you know, you'd be all right," or whatever. Said, "Oh, I'm going to watch Match of the Day," and I said, "Yeah, but what is one of the famous things that Match of the Day is the theme tune? Well, if you took no artist or created that, can you just imagine Match of the Day? Here it is, Match of the Day. That's it. A famous manager said, "Yeah, I get the team motivated and the crowd motivated because I listened to this, put this particular track on it, really motivated." Oh yeah, so that's another creative industry part that you're using to that. So take that away. I remember singing the national anthem for a Wales v Northern Ireland football match with 75,000 people in the Millennium Stadium, walking down that tunnel and just cheering, standing on that pitch and saying, "My Lord," and hearing that crowd go with you. Oh, we've just got to get behind our creative artists. No matter what genre, it's all a product of making people better, making escapism. And without that, we got nothing. You know what I mean? Me and you are big metal heads. Again, so many people forget that element. Okay, if you don't like classical music, that's fine. But what about the other music? What about the stagehands that go on and put that production on? What about the lighting crews? It's such a massive industry. You know, it brings so much money into the country, and it needs to be supported. And the artists need to be supported, because going back, their mental health to suffer. There's nothing worse. That we are resilient, we are strong, but it's always that little doubt. Okay, and one of my favorite actors and sayings is by Judi Dench, and she said, I love theatre. I love to get the phone call. I'm really excited. Yeah, I've got the job. Then she says, during a rehearsal, go, oh, I've got to do this bloody rehearsal again. I'm here now, that rehearsal process. And then she says, as soon as that last night, she misses it. She says, oh, that was so worth it. And that's what keeps her coming back. And I think that's the resilience in the performing artist. And but there's only so many times that us as artists can be put down for when is depression going to kick in? When is anxiety and depression? There's only so many times you can be lifted up. But if you can see that, oh yeah, within 6 months, I'll be able to get back on stage, or the auditions will be up and running, or this will be going, you go, great, yeah, that motivates you. But if there's no plan in place, you're thinking, well, what have I got to get up for? What have I got to rehearse? What have I got to go and do my monologue? What have I got to go and practice for? I think we need them little nuggets to push us forward. And bizarrely, places like Germany and all over Europe, there are opera houses, theatres opening up, social distancing, but they've got the plan in place. We don't seem to have a plan. You know, there seems to be so many conflicting advice, or one minute you can't sing, 1 minute you can't act because of spit coming across or whatever. I get that. But we need a plan, because it'll just collapse. You can chuck as much money as you want to it, but if you haven't got the performers, what can you do? People have got to realise how much of the arts is felt here, and how much that means to people. You know, even just the radio coming on in the morning, you hear that song, and it takes you back to when you were younger, first love, and you thought, oh yeah, I'm away there. Or that piece of theatre that I've seen. It creates all these different things. The arts inspire people, you know what I mean? It's just, it can't be lost. It can't be lost.
It's inspiring stuff. Lee David Bowen, thank you very much for talking to me. And it's lovely to see an old friend on here. So
thank you, Paul.
I really appreciate you talking to me. So thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks, Paul. Have a great day, and keep it metal.
Keep it metal, indeed. Come on.
Unwavering confidence.